want options.
It's buried deep within the folds of the earth, thousands of feet underground or far beneath the ocean floor. And sometimes there is not a single clue above ground of what might lie below. Finding pockets of oil and natural gas under layers and layers of solid rock or beneath the ocean floor has always been a challenge. But through a combination of scientific expertise and the kind of advanced technology NASA uses to explore outer space, we are solving the mystery.
3D visualization has really come into being more so over the last 5 years as computer technology has increased.
The visualization rooms basically are collaborative spaces where you can get asset teams together or even partners together.
We can bring in wells and well data, seismic, mapped horizons, geoanomalies that define the reservoir.
We've been able to reduce our exploration portfolio risk maybe from an average of about 1 in 6 chance of success to more like a 1 in 4, 1 in 3 in some cases.
As I looked to my left, I was already in the middle of the intersection and a vehicle was heading towards me. And I knew right away this vehicle was going to hit me.
When I got on scene, I went up and I assessed the vehicle that was involved with Desiree. The driver's door was actually displaced into the motor vehicle almost 12 inches.
I don't recall feeling any pain until they moved me. That's when I felt the pain in my pelvis. My pelvis was broken.
By the time we got Desiree cut out of the car, Boston Med Flight was on the ground sitting on Route 125. It's calls like that that really make you feel like, man, I made the right decision by joining the fire department, because it's a lot of satisfaction to know that you saved somebody's life.
I will never be able to thank them enough.
Nearly 24 million Americans have diabetes, which could increase to 50 million by 2025.
Diabetes has a devastating impact on our healthcare system. The occurrence of diabetes is at epidemic proportion, and in addition to that, people with diabetes are more likely to have heart disease, kidney disease, and suffer from amputations and blindness.
The U.S. spends over $174 billion a year on diabetes, measured in the direct and indirect costs of emergency room visits, expensive and extended hospitalizations.
Developing a show with the girls is great. It's so great because it's their voice, it's their story, it's where they're at, it's raw.
It was the first time I've ever been performing something I wrote, and Mom and sister were crying, and it was real great.
She dug down so deep and was able to bring forth her art in that manner. I cried.
You watch the parents laughing and crying and holding each other's hands, and it's this magical moment for families and for girls.